Hey everybody, it's Kenny Cummings here, Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. Thank you everyone for listening. I'm joined with a very talented wrestler, goes by the name of Camron Bra'Nae. She's with me right now. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for joining me for this interview. I appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate that.
So let's go ahead and begin with this. What got you started as a wrestler?
So, what got me started as wrestling, I remember being a little girl and I was always playing video games with the guys growing up. So, I was never really around the females. I was more around the guys. I saw all these like talented females. I saw like Jeff Hardy, which is the person who stood out to me more than anyone else. And I was like, oh, that seems cool. Like, I want to try to do that. So when I moved back to Missouri from Illinois, my cousin actually found a wrestling school, which is the XWC Center. And I went up there, started training, fell in love with it, had my first match, and it was just destiny, I feel like.
So obviously with wrestling, people have their feelings towards it, especially the parents. Some like it,
Yes.
some don't. What was mom and dad's reaction when you pretty much told them you want to be a wrestler?
Um, when I told them I wanted to be a wrestler as a kid, they were like, what? You're a girl, a wrestler? No way. So I kind of put that aside. The moment I started training, they actually came down to the center and saw me train. My mother, out of all people, fell in love with it. When's your next match? I'm coming to see you. When are you going to get a title? When are you going to make it to WWE? And my dad was always supportive from the beginning, so he knew this was going to happen sooner or later. So it was cool seeing my mom's reaction change from, I don't think you should do this, it's not safe, to being like, oh, go out there and kick butt. This is my daughter. I'm proud.
Shout out, with Mother's Day's coming up, shout out the moms.
Definitely. Shout out to all the moms doing everything for us,
She,
taking care of us.
I felt like she was being a bit concerning. You are her child. Things could happen in that ring. So,
Right.
you know,
Especially I started off at 20, so
so,
that was on her like unsafe side. I was like, I'm young.
so again, shout out the moms for sure. Um,
Most definitely.
Now, as far as how do you feel about your wrestling career as it is right now? You learning a lot, and you're going through shows, you're traveling, you are just getting yourself out there. How do you feel about your career as it is right now?
I would honestly say I'm very content with it. I've been to Texas, I've been to Oklahoma, I'm going back to Nebraska, I've been wrestling Missouri and Kansas. So I get to travel a lot, which is amazing. We had a Comic Con, our first ever Comic Con, which was in November of last year, and I've only had maybe a handful of matches at the time. Our match was so great that they're bringing out a women's title belt here. So I think that was amazing. I'm one of those females that, got the title belt happening. Um, I'm getting to wrestle really cool people. I've wrestled with Selena De La Richa. I've wrestled this girl named Desi from the Arrow Club, Saber Black. So I've been wrestling really intense competitors that are not easy to beat. So having victories over them is really amazing. I feel like overall it's been a great experience, and I can't wait to see where it takes me.
That's awesome. And now, as far as matches, rivalries, things like that, like what do you consider the highlight of your career thus far? It could be a match, it could be an angle or something that stands out that made you feel, you know what, I got this. That's my arriving party. What do you consider like your highlight of your career so far?
Um, it's funny. I would think I would say a match, but I feel like with all the training that we do, the matches are always like the best feeling. But I feel like I learned one of my finishers called the X Factor. It's kind of like a face buster, but modified. The greatest feeling to me was hitting it in the ring and seeing the highlight of how loud the crowd got, how excited they were. It like warmed my heart to be like, they're behind me, they have my back. They actually like seeing what I'm doing, so I'm actually doing something good. That was the best moment. Like, I can still picture it to this day. It was fantastic.
definitely remember the X Factor. Back when X Pac used it. And D-Generation X representing. Um,
Oh, definitely.
and and many others have used it since then. But it's definitely one of those moves that can have an impact on a person's face, on the mat,
Oh yeah.
on the floor.
Oh yeah.
You may want to consider taking some medicine if you if for those that's on the receiving end of that maneuver.
Some
Yeah,
facial reconstruction,
yeah. Uh, so what do you have in store for the coming month or two as far as upcoming shows that your fans need to keep an eye on?
Most definitely, there is a show in Wichita, Kansas. I do not think I'm on the card, but I will be present at the show. There's a lot of WWE Hall of Famers there. There's a lot of old wrestlers there. I know Victoria is going to be there. I don't know if you remember her. I think you remember her, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right, so Victoria will be there. I know MVP, Jim Ross will be there. So it's a good moment for everyone to see me, see how much I've grown, see a lot of the WWE workers. Another show that I would like people my fans, to realize is that the May 12th show for my home company, KCXW, they're actually bringing out the women's title. So we're going to crown a new women's champion. Well, the first ever women's champion. So that's a big match to come out to. We have Ryan Nicole. We have about 8 females. It's a mostly female-dominant show, which is fantastic. Because you're not just seeing me, you're seeing a lot of other females perfecting their craft and stuff like that. So I think that's really awesome. That's one for the books for sure. I'm excited to be there and see what happens.
Just to be in a wrestling show is definitely awesome. You get to go out, perform, entertain in front of the fans. But obviously, being at an all-woman show, that has to be extra special, because you're there with your sisters. There's a
Right.
sisterhood behind everything and what you ladies do and compete and, the blood, sweat, and tears and what it takes to get to that point. How does it feel just to be part of an all-woman show and to compete out there?
I would honestly say it feels amazing. I don't think I've ever felt this excited about something in my life in a long time. It makes me feel really enthusiastic about it because we're not just only in a male-dominant sport, so the females are showing up, but it's like you said, the blood, sweat, tears that we have to deal with. So you're not good enough. You're only a female. What are you doing here? You got to keep up with the guys. Oh, only guys can get titles. It's pretty much us being able to say we are the reason why young girls should follow their dreams, should do what they do. I remember watching some of the females growing up and being like, oh, they're pretty, they're athletic, but I can never do it. So to be one of those women to empower little girls and can say, yes, you can do it, especially with a lot of other females coming from all over the country, it's just an amazing showing. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want to live my life any other way. It's great.
Women wrestling in 2018, and better yet, the last several years, has been an all-time high. More opportunities, bigger platforms, bigger opportunities, or in this case, equal opportunities like the men. And
main eventing, that's awesome.
main eventing, like that has to be encouraging for a wrestler like yourself that just making a name for yourself. And I just like what's going on. It's not just WWE, Impact, and Women of Honor, Ring of Honor, which finally has a Women of Honor championship. I'm happy for that. But
That's great.
what's going on the Indies and you mentioned some people earlier. I like Selena. She's very talented and she got the crowd going. Now, as far as wrestlers that you have yet to go up against, who are some of the wrestlers out there on the Indies that you want to go up against one day?
The indie scene, I feel like there's only one person that I would like to go up against, and it's happening on May 12th, and that is Ryan Nicole. She has been traveling the world, seeing amazing things. I know I follow her on Instagram and Facebook, so I keep track of her. I know she's in Illinois right now, but that's the main girl I've seen. The Black Panther, I think she's awesome. And then the only other person I've already wrestled, which was Selena, which was great. So I could just honestly say Ryan Nicole. I'm coming after her, taking this title, and it's a done deal.
Oh,
Hopefully I can take her
yeah.
down, but you never know. She seems like one of those toughest competitors I ever have to accomplish. But hopefully with my skill and my training, that I can take her on. It'd be no problem.
Oh, wanting Nicole. Okay.
Yes, I
Th-
love her. I love her work.
very, very familiar with her. I've interviewed her like prior to her going to Japan, and she has explode on the scene. She's making a name for herself. She's become a force to be reckoned with. So
hmm
that's gonna be a good matchup between you and her. As
I'm
far
scared. I told her, I messaged her, and I was like, hey, I'm really scared. Like, but I'm not going to let that stop me. It's motivation to take her on. She's the one I want to wrestle in the indie scene, and once I do that, it's like, what's next? Pick something good.
So for people that wants to keep in touch with you social media wise and keep it in touch with like your upcoming shows and things like that, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media feeds, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any other links that people can check you out.
So I do have an Instagram. It is under Camron, so Camron, the underscore, and then Bra'Nae. That's kind of where you can keep up with my matches, how my matches went, things like that. There's a lot of cool pictures. There's a lot of stuff about my everyday life. Like today I went to an elementary school for career day, so there's pictures up there for that. You can always see what city I'm in. I'm posting almost every other day, so you guys can definitely keep track of if I'm on the road, if I'm in Missouri, if I'm in Oklahoma, Texas. Another place to always keep up track with me would be my Facebook, and that's the same thing, Camron Bra'Nae. Those are always my matches are always posted. I'm also tagging my opponents in it, so you can also find better like my other opponents that I'm wrestling if you don't know who they are. I always tag where I'm at, so if I ever go back and be like, I'm back in Missouri, you guys will know the exact location of where I was at that show because they're usually always in the same area, in the same building. So that's a way, and that's also the way to contact me is off my Facebook. Just message me. I usually message back within 10 to 15 minutes, depends on if I'm working or not, but I'll always get back to you. That's a guaranteed way to get in touch with me. Pictures, everything.
So that is Camwan, all put together, not nothing in between, not to be confused from the rapper Camwan from Dipset. So this is the female Camwan. No, nothing in the middle.
Not the rapper, the
Uh,
wrestler.
yeah, I like the rapper though, but you're the better looking one. I'm just saying. Um,
Thank you, thank you.
so
I have to work hard for this look.
So, absolutely. And I know some people from Missouri. I know some wrestlers, a couple. Miss Monica. I know.
Yes, I
Tootie.
wrestled her, and she's a sweetheart. I love her.
Just hearing her accent, just man. Even when she talks bad about the crowd, like how can you be mad at that talking voice? So
That's what I say. Like, there's times where she's insulted me, and I'm like, I don't know if I should be mad or like really happy because like your Italian accent sounds fantastic.
yeah,
And then she gets a little more aggressive. I'm like, all right, it's about to be a beatdown.
and there's one Missouri wrestler that I'm actually going to get to see in person. She's coming to Indiana. Miss Tootie Lynn is coming.
Tui Lim Ramsey.
Yes, I've actually met her.
Wow.
I met her before. I've interviewed her before. She is something else. Let me tell you. she
I actually wrestled her when she first broke out into the indie scene, and I don't say like I say a lot of good things, but I don't. I've only been wrestling for a year, so I don't know when I see really good talent just yet. I looked at her after the match, and I just knew she was gonna blow up in the indie scene. She is so talented, super athletic, jumping off top rope, doing her karanas, all the things that you would expect her to do, but she does it way better, way faster. It's amazing. I'm proud to say I've wrestled against her, and I'm actually having a show with her in Nebraska at Magnum Pro, so that's going to be awesome. And I know she'll be at KTXW next weekend on the 12th.
That is awesome. So everybody go check out Camron's shows. Go support local wrestling. Go support women's wrestling. And check out Camron. Very enthusiastic lady. I just like what she's saying right now. So much potential. Almost want to make me sound like Booker T right now. Like this woman, she got potential. So,
I just saw him when you said that. Major picture.
Oh yeah, I met him too. The long dreadlocks and everything. I didn't realize his dreadlocks were that long until I saw him in person. But
those are legendary dreadlocks. I don't think he's the only one that could pull that off. I feel like.
Yeah. No, I better not see another wrestler trying to pull out the dreadlocks. Only Booker T can pull it off. I don't care. I don't care if he's just a commentator now. He makes it work.
Exactly. So, but he's legendary in that ring, so he can be commentary all he wants.
Yeah, I guess as long as he and Corey Graves don't sit next to each other, because don't two appear to be bumping heads for some reason.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know. Corey said something or an old school, new school type of thing. I don't know, but they don't need to be sitting next to each other.
It's always the pay-per-views. They sit next to each other. Yeah. I think they're planning this out. I don't know.
Yeah.
They like the feud, I guess.
That might be the case. I mean, Corey he can say some things that can tick people off, about certain people. I don't know. That's just me. So, Camron, it was great chatting with you. This interview turned out to be a lot of fun, and appreciate you being on. Continued success, and man, I would love to see you in person one day, and to see what you bring to the table. So again, thank you for your time. Continued success, and you have any final words to the fans and everyone out there?
Yes, actually, I want to say thank you to everyone who was part of Team Babe. I know you guys might not know what that is just now. I just broke it out, because it was Bra'Nation, but I'm changing it to Team Babe because that's a whole lot more energetic. It's a lot more bulky. Just make sure you guys always come out, have fun, whether it's for me, for my opponent. Let's get to dancing. Let's get to having fun. It's always got a great time. I'm so thankful for you guys having my back and pushing me for my career and my dreams. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right, that's going to conclude the interview. I want to thank everyone for listening. You can check out Triple Threat Wrestling Radio live on Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TMVCafe.com and the TuneIn app. Search TMV Cafe. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and I'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.